Hello and welcome. Today I'm at the North Sea Observatory, which was built in 2018, and it's a purpose-built marine observatory sitting on Chapel Point, adjacent to some fabulous south-facing beach huts. My name's Helen Millington, and today I'm going to talk to you about protecting your voice. So there are some danger signs that your voice is damaged or you are damaging it. And the first one is a hoarse or scratchy voice, which is not associated with any cold or illness. For some reason, it's just come on its own. That's a sign that there might be something wrong and you might want to get it looked at. Changes in your vocal quality, so things that are noticeable to your family and friends. You might not even notice them, but if your family say, your voice sounds a bit different and has done for some time, that might be a danger sign. A radical change in your vocal pitch, so if your voice is normally sits at a certain pitch and it has dropped, then that might be something to think about. Vocal tiredness for no apparent reason. If you haven't used your voice all day and yet you're still struggling, then that's something that you should be aware of. And tremors in the voice. We particularly hear those in older people where they can't maintain one pitch. And of course, any pain in the vocal tract or the mouth when speaking. So there's a thing called functional dysphonia, and this is defined as a voice difficulty in which the voice quality is poor, but there is an absence of any obvious anatomical or neurological or physiological difficulty which is affecting the larynx. So this is something that just needs to be monitored, but there are things that you can do about it. So what can I do about it if I'm diagnosed with functional dysphonia? Well, you can adopt some good vocal hygiene strategies, and this involves identifying and eliminating any vocally abusive behaviours, such as ongoing throat clearing, smoking, and excessive drinking. And use effective breathing methods, like we talked about previously. So you want to eliminate any strain or extreme effort in producing the voice, and you can do that by using easy onset, as we talked about before. And as far as possible, eliminate the cause of the vocal difficulty. But this could be slightly difficult to achieve, slightly more difficult to achieve, because it could involve changes in your environment or your workplace. So you might benefit from vocal coaching if you use your voice for work, which a lot of people do, or if you work in a challenging environment for your voice, such as a call centre, which has an awful lot of background noise going on all the time, or even somewhere like a swimming pool where there's humidity and you may having to raise your voice to be heard. All of those things can put a strain on your voice. Or if you're a teacher, or a sales executive, an actor, a politician, a manager of any description, a TV or radio presenter, a journalist, all of these people, military officers and trainers, use their voice an awful lot. And if you want to improve your speaking voice and learn more about the effective use of your instrument, your voice, then vocal coaching might be something to consider. So some practical steps for protecting your voice are to resist the temptation to force the voice over any background noise. That's very damaging. Don't shout or strain the voice. Project instead. It's a very different thing, and the projection needs the voice and the breath support. And have a talk-free period each day where you say nothing. Perhaps you could do some flashcards, yes, no, don't talk to me, that sort of thing. It's very important to stay hydrated and sip room temperature water, not iced water. It has an opposite effect on the vocal folds. And keep your throat warm in the winter, so think about wearing a scarf. The throat should always be about a degree warmer than the rest of the body. And do some warm-up exercises before any heavy voice usage, so the things that we talked about before. If you're going to use any medicines, try and keep them natural. Avoid throat sweets, they just aggravate the problem. And what I would say is invest in a steamer, something like this, just a very simple cup steamer, and use it for about 10 minutes every day. They're very, very effective and they get the steam directly to the vocal folds. It's the only thing that will put that steam exactly where you want it in one go. And remember, your voice is part of your toolkit. You need it every single day. We take it for granted, but look after it. So that's the end of our final session on safe and effective vocal production. I hope you found it useful and entertaining, and remember, protect your voice.